Welcome back to McGill's Reviews. All right, y'all, man, check this news out, man. So we all know Drake had his Anita Max Win Tour. That was the same day as the Super Bowl this year in February when he went down to Australia, New Zealand, and stuff like that. Same day as the Super Bowl, you know, that he was doing his tour, but he postponed the tour. I don't know where he postponed it. Probably had like a few shows and stuff like that, postponed it and everything. You know, now it's coming out from Billboard, People Magazine. There's publications talking about it. Drake officially cancels postponed Australia and New Zealand tour dates. You know what I'm saying? Now, this goes on to say, it's coming from Billboard. Drake remains committed to returning and performing these shows when his schedule permits, reads a statement from promoters, right? Goes on to say real quick. Sorry, man, these stupid ass, bro. Says 5 months after Drake cut short his tour in Australia and New Zealand, the remaining dates have officially been canceled. Originally announced in November 2024, Drake's Anita Max Win Tour marked the rapper's first visit to Oceania since 2017, launched in Australia in February 2025 with multiple dates in Perth, Melbourne, and Sydney and Brisbane. The 16-day sold-out tour was planned to wrap in early March, following additional shows across Brisbane and Sydney and 2 performances in Auckland, New Zealand. My bad if I messed them up. However, in February 26th, it was announced that the remaining tour dates had been postponed due to scheduling conflict. Right, it goes on to say, a statement from Drake's representatives noted that at the time that the musicians' teams were actively working on rescheduling these dates, along with adding some additional shows, though no further dates were, arrived. It says now, after months without any information as to the status of these unrealized shows, ticket holders received word on Tuesday, July 29th, Australia time, that the remainder of the tour has been officially canceled. Despite extensive efforts to find a solution, rescheduling within necessary time frame was not possible. A statement from Live Nation Australia read, Drake remains committed to returning and performing these shows when his schedule permits. Drake returned to the stage early this month as part of the Some Special Shows for You UK tour, alongside Party Next Door in support of their collaborative Some Sexy Songs for You album. I did a review on that one. Go check out my channel. It says the track began with a series of dates in England, which will be followed as additional shows through Europe until the end of September. A planned performance in Manchester on Monday, July 28th was postponed this week. So we got another postponed show with an uneasy ferry schedule, necessitating the gigs move to August 8th. So, I mean, that's just, like I said, this is from Billboard. Definitely, guys, go check it out. But, man, pretty much, for the fans down there, I know the fans are probably upset. I know the fans are upset. I ain't gonna hold you. At the end of the day, I thought this tour, it really came out of nowhere, and I really thought that at the end of the day, Kendrick getting the Super Bowl, all eyes on him. Drake announcing the tour is gonna be the same day as the Super Bowl. It was really for him to get out the States. I'm just being honest with y'all. I really do think that, Drake has had a real bad string of bad luck, dog, outside of No Kid going number 2 on the billboards, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel like that was the main reason for the tour, you know what I'm saying? And then for the tour to get postponed that quick, I mean, it's like I said, that quick it was postponed, and now they're hearing that it's canceled. I feel for the fans down there. The fans are probably really upset by that, you know what I mean? And on top of that, he's doing the UK shows, and I heard like a couple of those have been postponed and moved around, so I really don't know what's going on. I seen a couple of videos, Drake on the stage and everything like that, and hey, comparing and contrasting, because we just saw him and Kendrick get in the battle, so a lot of people are comparing and contrasting the two of them, in the 2 tours and the 2 dates. Like I seen the Wireless Festival, he had the fans chanting, F Kendrick, he was drinking to it. Then I'm seeing the energy of his shows and Kendrick's shows. It's completely different. I know one's a stadium and one's an arena, but at the same time, for these postponements to keep happening, like I said, we're going to see, man. There's some people saying they don't think he's going to finish the UK tour, but that would suck his Party Next Door. He's on that tour as well. But at the same time, like I know the fans would be upset because the fans down there in Australia, New Zealand are probably hot, and they're probably heated about this news. So we're going to see about the UK tour and how that's going. Like I said, especially with a lot of moving and shuffling around, you know what I'm saying, with the dates and stuff. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think about it. Drake has officially canceled his Anita Max Win Tour in Australia, New Zealand. Like I said, we shall see if any videos come out, what the fans got to say about that. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody has a blessed day. I'll see y'all soon. Take care.